Hi, this is Carrie with Carrie's Creations, and today I am making these little Patriotic firecracker poppers out of toilet paper rollers. They're like the little crackers poppers from Christmas time. So I'm making these out of toilet paper rollers and wrapping paper. So I picked up some red, white, and blue wrapping paper. I believe I picked them up at the Dollar Tree. I could have picked up the white one from Walmart. I'm also going to be using some gift wrapping ribbon to tie the ends on the little crackers or poppers. And I cut these down, some paper, and I believe they are 8 inches. Let's check this out. 8 inches by 6 inches on the paper. And on the ribbon, I cut some out and I put them in a bowl. And I cut them to be 8 inches. And then I picked up some little poppers and some little necklaces, a little Statue of Liberty, and some little horns and candy and sunglasses and bubble gum and little skateboards and pins and little notepads and little light ups, bracelets and little necklaces, and some money to put in the little poppers. So what I'm going to do first is, and you can decorate these however you like, and also I'm using some vinyl. I got some of the vinyl from the Dollar Tree, and then I got some from Hobby Lobby and Walmart. The white vinyl, I used my Cricut and I cut out stars and some little lines. You can do all kinds of designs that if you know what you want or how you want to decorate your little firecracker poppers or Christmas poppers or crackers. I think they call them crackers at Christmas time. So I am just putting a toilet paper roll in the middle of the wrapping paper that I cut out. I'm using some tape. And I'm just going to tape this wrapping paper in the middle. It does not have to be perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and tie one end. I'm actually going to use a little bit more tape, just a little piece. The tape, the ends so the confetti doesn't fly out. And I'm just going to crinkle this up a little to the point I can put ribbon on there. I'm just going to use white on this one. And I am just going to tie it like in a knot. And then I'm going to use my scissors to twirl the ribbon. Just like that. And this one didn't want to do it. And sometimes they don't want to twirl for some reason. Like this one's not wanting to twirl. I'll probably just cut some of it off. And just like that. And the reason why I do one end first, because if you put the confetti in, if you can see, it won't fall out. If you leave them open, it's hard to keep the confetti in. So I made some confetti with some construction paper, and I used red, white, and blue, and then I used my paper cutter to cut the paper into strips, and then I use scissors just to cut them into little tiny squares in pieces. And what I'm going to do is get a big amount, like a heaping amount, probably about a tablespoon or two. And I don't know if you can see it in there. And I'm going to put $1 in there, and then I'm also going to put a popper in there. So I'm just going to stick that popper or that money in there, and then one of these like cheap little poppers. I think they come 8 for like maybe $2 or $1.50. And I'm just going to stick that in there and just put a little bit more confetti in there, and then again, I think I'm going to use just a tad more tape on that end that's open right there that I did not tape. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm just going to crinkle this up. It's easier to decorate after you already have them filled. And I'm going to use white again. You can use whatever color ribbon you like. It's usually pretty easy to tie, but it keeps slipping off this time. And again, I'm just tying them in a knot. I'm going to use my scissors and make little twirls. In the ribbon, just like that. And then now you can decorate your popper however you like, which I have some glitter vinyl that I got from the Dollar Tree. You can get vinyl anywhere, like at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, at Michael's. You can get on Amazon, and it just has the sticky backing. And I just picked this one up at the Dollar Tree, and it's just like a little glittery vinyl. And I'm just going to stick it just on top of this popper. And it just tapes all the way around. And then I'm going to use these white little lines that I cut out on my Cricuts. It's just a sticky vinyl. I think I got this one at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to put lines. They don't have to be straight. It's just for kids to use these on the 4th of July. And I usually put 5 on there. So I did one here, so I kind of line it up where the back side is. And stick one on the back side. It's not what I do. Okay, and you just stick it on there. And the extra I just cut off. And then I just put some more lines on. You can use as many as you like on there. And I'm going to put one right there. And then I cut out some little stars. You can also use a Sharpie and make stars on here if you don't have a Cricut. Looks like that should should be enough. And that's what it looks like right here. So here's the one I did before. And here's the one I just did. And you can use different kind of decorations on here. Like you can pick up stickers. You can put little, you can glue on stickers. You can like cut out magazines pictures, and you can decorate your little popper crackers with the pictures that you cut out also. So that's how they turned out. Thank you for watching.